Hey, welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and a good New Year's. We had a new grandbaby born on New Year's Day. That makes number 8 for grandkids for us. I think that's wonderful, and you can never have too many grandchildren to hug and love on. Little girl, she's all happy and healthy. We had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. It is unbelievably hot here right now for January. We had a storm front come through last night. It's still raining and hot and sticky. We went from having 39-degree temperatures and using the heater to having all the doors and windows open today. And if you can remember from the video where I described vestibular disorders, having a storm front come through like that messes with my head. So I have not felt very well today. I'm going to start doing some videos about things that make these illnesses a little easier for me. Make things like cleaning my house and cooking a little bit easier. I won't be getting paid for doing any of these reviews. I'm just going to show you what works for me, and hopefully it can help somebody else. I had over the holiday weeks a visit with my immunologist, so we have some decisions to make, and I would love to hear from somebody else who's gone through this with their CVID. My HyQvia medications, HyQvia is a 2-part medication. It's hyaluronic acid that goes in first to open up the pocket for the immunoglobulin medicine to be able to all absorb in your body. And with it, I have to get a dose of steroids. Now, I've been doing this once a month for over a year now, and they're going to have to cut out the steroids because it's not good for you to be on steroids so consistently for that long of a period of time. I have a really big problem with horrible migraines with the HyQvia if I don't have the steroid. Now, I'm hoping that I have been on it long enough and built up enough tolerance to the medicine that maybe I won't have that reaction next week when I have my infusion, because I won't be getting the steroid. So we will see. But what my doctor has recommended is that I consider IVIG infusions instead of subcutaneous infusions. And I'm not happy about that. I don't really want to do that because there's too much of an up and down fluctuation with IVIG infusions from what I've been told by this doctor himself and from what I've researched, because you can feel like you have the flu for 3 or 4 days and it doesn't release in your body as slowly and as evenly as doing it subcutaneously. But with the subcutaneous medications, I seem to have a bad migraine reaction. So that's something I'm really going to have to think about and see what happens with this next infusion. I know there are subcutaneous immunoglobulin infusions that don't require the hyaluronic acid, and I'm going to have to start looking into those because I would really prefer to stick with the sub-Q rather than go into IVIG. But I'd like to hear from somebody who has done the IVIG immunoglobulins versus the subcutaneous and see what your opinions are. Does it fluctuate? Do you get ill more often with that than you do with the sub-Q because of the more even release? So lots of new things that we have to think about with this coming year. I have also come to the realization that I am going to have to file for disability because I'm just not getting any better. And with my field of work, you can't work around sick people when you don't have an immune system. So I'm not very happy about that, but that's just life with chronic illness. I mean, I have several chronic illnesses that make life very difficult for me, and I'm going to have to accept that I'm not going to be able to go back to work. And that's a really tough thing to accept when you worked as hard as I did to get that degree to further your career, and now I won't be able to do that. So that's where we are now. Big decisions about medication changes, big decisions about some life changes. But I think I'm going to start doing more cooking videos, more how to make life easier videos, and hopefully with the weather change we will start doing a few adventure videos. There are some state parks close to us, some dams that are close to us, the beach that's close to us, and we'd really like to start going to these places and doing some little adventure videos. So tell me what you think about that. That's all for now. Bye.